Madden23.
Coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium from the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Prescott. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Tua completing this to Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Sanders became our former.
You earned.
Chris taking it at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A first down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Prescott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's got room. He's at the 30, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Here we go.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They tried to give this home crowd some. Early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decided whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears won't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, next-gen stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Prescott yet again. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this one is incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
On play action, here's Tua.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
You going over luck over skill. Good luck with that.
Yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is
You get mighty lucky, boy. You know that? You get mighty
an
lucky.
incompletion as a result.
Now Prescott. Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Here's Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down and goal. Tua. This will be caught at about the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. He ran a little shallower
I'm
than
gonna hurt
as
him.
he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch,
I want you to go for
nowhere
that
to turn
quarterback
upfield
too.
and gain
So
any
I can put his
yardage.
ass in the
He
hospital.
needed 3. He got 2. Now
Not with
that'll
the
set up
quarterback,
an
it's the
interesting
dumbass.
situation here on 4th and a yard.
Oh, you ain't gonna kick the field goal? You stupid son of a bitch.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Lucky ass touchdown.
For it, it's complete. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know,
Still got a long way to go though.
huge one for your
You
team
ain't
because
did nothing
you're
yet.
dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense?
No, I sure don't know
You
why
don't
you
know
did
what
that.
to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down. Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
and the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the...
I'm gonna get this right back. Watch this. I'm gonna get this right back.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines.
There you go. Me Parsons.
They sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll...
Thought that lucky ass shit was gonna work again. You punk ass bitch. That shit ain't gonna work no more.
Great defensive effort.
Sorry,
Sack on
motherfucker.
first
Try
down,
something else.
followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass
Oh,
on that
look,
last
man,
play,
shit.
and that means
That
they'll
shit
need to
not
come
gonna
up
work
with
no
something
more.
here on third down. Off of play action,
Try that
Tagovailoa.
shit again, you stupid ass bitch. Give me that shit.
Got his man. It's the tight end Long.
And mark him
Got another
down
lucky
way up
one.
close to the 40 at the 39. Now the
You
Dolphins
should
going
be
to
proud
burn
of
the
yourself.
first
You
of their
did lucky passes
timeouts.
off.
As it comes with
Stupid
22
damn
seconds to
son of a
go
bitch.
here in half number 1. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Come on, you could.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You gonna
Now
believe that
another
interception. You
timeout
ain't gonna
called
be
for
happy
by
till you
the
do.
offense. So
Come
that
on,
means they're
give it
down to
to me.
1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 2nd and
Give it
10
to me.
after the incompletion
I'm
on
ready
first
for it.
down.
And I'm going to run it back. Throw it to me. Yeah, throw it to me. Stupid.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Come on, do it again.
Throwing his Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Not gonna help you
and
run.
going deep for Hill.
Oh, yeah, it's mine here.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And you got 2 people on empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
He double covered. What you gonna do to him for?
Before half.
Stupid.
He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They
Give it
cannot
up,
convert,
man.
and they turn it over.
Give it up. You
First
trash.
half in the books.
I'm
You're
gonna come all the way
watching
back
the
on you.
NFL on EA Sports.
I helped you out enough.
Welcome back, Charles.
This
and
shit
I
ain't,
settled
this
in
quarter
the
ain't giving
booth
you
ready
nothing this
for
half.
quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. A short kick taken at the 18. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
This is where the Cowboys
Dallas
take
offense
off.
here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That boy softening up.
Off the play
He's
fake.
softening up.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will
Watch
make
you
this
get
a
right back.
4-point game.
I'm done with your stupid dumb ass. You can get this ball right back.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Time to make him quit.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
It's time to embrace who you are. Fucking
The Dolphins
loser.
at the line ready for their next drive.
Embrace who you
And
are.
they'll be working from behind now following
Quit
the
the
touchdown
man.
a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
This might be the end of the play right
To
here.
throw on second
Oh
and
yeah,
6.
here we go.
And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You think they're gonna
One
work
thing that
again?
offensive guys
I told you
stress
that's
when they
not
throw the
happening
deep
to you
ball,
ever again.
you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around.
You got lucky.
In this case, though, the DB matched
That's
it
it.
move for
That's all it
move
was. You got
and
lucky.
knocked it away.
That shit not happening no more.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
You thought you was just going to steady do what Tyreek Hill fucking lost me? No, bro, he's going to get a fucking fumble. That's
first down as
just
they're able
going to
to get
happen.
the third down
Keep
conversion.
playing with you.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first
Keep
thought is
playing with you.
often
You're
not
going to get a
fullback.
fumble.
But that's who
And
they
head
turn to
back the
there.
other way.
And he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first
I
down.
don't think you're too smart, bro.
They're going deep for Hill.
Nope, not at all.
This is caught
He
inside
finally
the
got
15.
one. I tell you, that shit is
And
not.
he's going
If
to
you
be
look
knocked
at it,
down
get that
just
sack. That's the only
outside the
reason.
10. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about
You still ain't gonna
quarterbacks
throw,
and their
though.
speed and
Because
accuracy.
you can't do nothing at the goal
There's still
line.
something about a guy slinging one downfield.
That's all you can do with them little lucky ass, little blown by
First and
plays.
10, it's Mostert.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of
Lucky ass
scrimmage.
quarterback sneak. That's it.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be
You
second
can't fucking
down.
run.
And that run was memorable for
I'm
only
gonna
one
shut your
reason.
dumb
There's
ass
absolutely
down,
no
too.
place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases,
You hear me?
no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up
Where
on
your
second
mic
and
at?
10.
Broke ass nigga.
And
You
he's
can't
gonna
afford a
go
$5
down,
mic?
sacked right around the
Take
17.
your ass to Five Below and get you a mic.
Diggy Zua
Stupid
with an
dumb
effort
son
there
bitch.
to earn the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards.
Next time I see you online, you better have a mic.
Backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense
Talk
to
to
escape
me
this drive before
while
they
I
get to
kick
the
your
end.
ass.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. We have played 3 quarters.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
They'll look to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Prescott to throw it. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Watch this, interception.
Middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
What?
What a play. It's a 1st down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense out in the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. Just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep with the switch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
To throw is Tua. And he fends him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Tua on 4th down. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And when a hail...
Shut up, don't try to come on the mic now, you stupid dumbass.
The coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years, the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards.
I brought the best out of you. You should thank me.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now, if you play like this,
This is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath.
like I did last time, like your last touchdown.
That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Here's Dak, finding Schultz.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football.
Oh, I'm about to score right now. Then they go on.
Now on 1st and 10.
To throw, Prescott.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody way, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing.
Making me wait this long.
Now there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And
You ain't gonna do shit, you stupid dumb son of a bitch. Shut up.
To go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Ah, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great...
What's wrong? What's wrong? You can't do nothing with it? Stupid bitch. You can't do nothing with the ball? You dumbass nigga? You big dummy?
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And it's going to be...
Yeah, he can't do nothing with it. Why? Because of the Cowboys and that stifling defense they got. Hate all you want to. Cowboys can whoop your ass today, though.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this
Fuck the Eagles. I'm glad they lost in the Super Bowl, too.
play of the afternoon.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it.
Well, you lucky as hell he dropped that ball. You know that,
That
though.
will force a turnover on downs.
You sweating like a motherfucker. Happy as hell he dropped that ball.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You still ain't finna score.
To throw again on second down.
Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Yeah, keep that up. I need me an interception. Keep that up.
Third down.
And I'm headed back the other
Now
way
they
with it.
face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hurts.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. From the 24, Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Buffalo 18!
Throwing is Hurts. On a slant, he's got Sanders.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's
All you
made.
doing is run the clock out. Just like you was doing in the Super Bowl. That's why they lost.
Hurts a handoff
Sorry,
to
ass
Sanders.
Eagles.
Trying to run inside, but
All they
nothing
do is
there.
run the clock out.
Second and 10.
Bitch, do something with it. You ain't gonna score, ho. I'm too sorry to go.
They'll set up a throw.
Come on.
Left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders.
You can't do nothing with it. You might not even get that first down, you stupid whore.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is going to be...
Stupid raggedy mouth ass bitch. You ain't finna score like I told you. You ain't finna kick that field goal? You retarded motherfucker.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Goddamn receiver's hand slicker than canola oil.
Pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And again, it's Prescott. Out to his left.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now. And that's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Running with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 74 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
All right, keep playing with me.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Final play of the half. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about
1 touchdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You up 1 touchdown, bro. Shut up. Shut up. You up 1 touchdown. Shut up.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case,
and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll get it inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll get this to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Yeah, this the Cowboys. I hope you don't think you did something. And we ain't never out of it. Watch this. Cowboys, baby.
Get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 1st down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel...
Don't get too happy. I'm going to get it right back. I hope you don't think that fluky ass shit's in the stage.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open.
I'm going to get it back.
But they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Give me my ball back. I'm going to get it right back.
Back to the 34-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
It ain't over yet.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes.
He's going to run the clock out and give me my ball back.
Receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is complete to Watkins on the slam. Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Watkins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
You had to work hard for it, though.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. You need a hero like me. Military mind state in
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From a couple
Shut up, loser.
as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Yeah, and you better get your ass beat like you stole something. That's all I got to say.
Dancing to his left.
Oh no. God.
Crosses body and it's intercepted.
Alright, there you go.
Dolphins are going to take
Let
possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed
Still
their
ain't
offense a
finna score,
short
though.
field, and a big early advantage.
Watch me get this
And
right
even though
back.
it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd and 7.
Nope.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And dangerous squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Tua.
Got him, Parsons. Got him, Coach.
Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it.
Got him,
After 3
Coach.
plays, have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now a 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. What I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
I knew it had to be something. Let's go. Let's go.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Let's go. You ain't got nobody.
Back good plays have
Okay,
him
I'll
on the
figure
move
you
on
out.
1st down. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
What kind of defense team you in? Okay.
Prescott to throw it.
Okay.
But it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take
this ball right there.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away. And
Come on, give me that ball back. I need it.
Chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. Good move at the 30. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
You better do that 2 to 3 more times.
Tua to throw again.
That's the only way you're going to get something. Give me that shit.
And he's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Come on, throw that interception. Quit playing.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Tua. He is going to find Hill here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Taking it right down Broadway. 30. 10. 5. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 4th down, Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Got a man, it's Waddle complete.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott, incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
And this returnable for Hill.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. You know they wanted, you know they expected, they needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he will have a Dolphins 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
That's to the former Cowboy. It's Cedric Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott off play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket and going deep for Hill. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of it...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.